Hi there, it's Fabienne Fredrickson from clientattraction.com, and today's video strategy to help you get more clients, make more money, and multiply your existing business is all about handling objections. You see, every single buyer, perhaps it's a prospect for your services or somebody who is thinking about buying some of your products, has some form of resistance. Perhaps they have questions, perhaps they are not sure. There is if they didn't have some reservations, some questions, they would already have signed up with you. And so one of the things that you want to do in your client attraction and in your marketing is to handle those objections. So everything we're going to talk about today is really moving that prospect from being curious to being a believer to being a buyer. And so there are two ways that you can do this. You can handle objections verbally when you are speaking to someone, or you can do it on paper. And either way, it is a form of selling. And selling is a good thing. Selling is something that you do for someone. It's when you're taking a stand for the person that's in front of you, and deep in your heart, you know that if they work with you or your service or your product, they will get better results. So it's your job to move the prospect out of their own way, meaning by meeting their objections and handling them, move them out of their own way so they can get the results that they say that they're looking for. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down these objections that you are probably experiencing on a regular basis, but maybe not handling all of them. And here's what's going to happen. The minute you handle these objections and show the prospect why these aren't valid, then you will attract more clients and you will make more money. So are you ready? First objection is the person will say, "You don't really understand my problem." You don't really understand my problem. Absolutely everyone on earth wants to feel significant, and they want to feel heard and understood. And when you can show your prospect that you know exactly what it feels like to be them, they will lock into you. You will have their attention. Okay, so that's number one. The next one is, how do I know you're qualified? See, no one wants to be your guinea pig. Everyone wants to know that you've been doing this for a while and that you are qualified and that you will create the results. So the question I would like for you to answer in your materials or verbally is, let them know how you have credibility, how you are qualified to do what you do. Okay? Third question, third objection that they may have is they may simply say, "I don't believe you." Right? Maybe they just don't believe you. There's a lot of hype out there. A lot of people who don't have integrity the way you and I have that are saying a lot of things that aren't necessarily true. And so it is a natural place for the prospect to feel skeptical and cynical about what you may be saying in your marketing. So how can you answer the question, "I don't believe you"? How can you make them feel comfortable believing what it is that you say? Number 4 objection is, "I don't need it right now." I hear this a lot. Sometimes people are saying, "Well, I really want what you're offering, but should I wait another year?" And I always say to people, why should you wait another year to get the results that you want now? So there has to be a rationale in your marketing materials that shows people why they shouldn't wait, why now is the perfect time, if indeed it is the perfect time for them. So that was the number 4. The fourth one. A lot of people have the question whether this will really work for them. So number 5th objection is, "It won't work for me." Or replace the one that everyone says is, "My business is different," or "My situation is different." "It won't work for me" is something that you need to walk your prospect through and show them why it will work for them. right? Perhaps it's worked for, dozens, if not hundreds of thousands of people. Why are you uniquely qualified to make sure that it will work for them? And how are your services or products set up so that you get guaranteed results or close to guaranteed? Let them know how to do that. If you can handle this objection, you will sign up more clients and more customers. The next one is, what happens if I don't like it? There is a certain amount of risk. There's a risk threshold that certain people will cross and certain people won't. And if they feel that they might not like it and may have, buyer's remorse in their future, they may not say yes to you when you give them an offer, either to buy a product or a service. So my question to you is, how can you offer a risk reversal, right? Where you take the risk and they can feel secure about their decision to work with you. If you can showcase that, you're going to sign on more clients and make more money. And finally, and this is a doozy that you may be experiencing right now, what if someone says, I can't afford it? I can't afford it, or it's too much money, is something that comes up all the time. And so what I want to say to you is, if someone feels that they can't afford it, two things are happening. Either they are not your ideal client, or you haven't communicated the value yet. If you haven't communicated the value and they can't see a return on investment, then they will feel like they can't afford it. So it's actually your job to show them how they will get value and return on investment from working with you or using your service or product. So these are, I don't know, how many did we say here? 7 objections that if you can start working on your marketing materials right now and be able to answer these when someone says this to you verbally on the phone or in person, or perhaps even in your marketing copy, you will sign on more clients and make a lot more money and reduce the struggle at sale time when you're closing the sale, having that conversation. Okay, so that is your client attraction assignment for the week. I want you to write these down, watch this video a few times, write these down and create a rationale as to why these objections are not valid, and then weave these things through your marketing materials, and you will see dramatically increased results in your client attraction percentages. All right, that is your assignment for the week. I will see you next week. If you're not receiving these strategies by email every Friday, then fill out your information on the boxes on this page. Join us in the client attraction community. Make sure that if you got value from today, you let your friends know, share the love, tweet it, Facebook it, email it to your friends. Let's get everybody on board to get more clients and make more money. All right, I will see you next week. Bye.